What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Raymond Tackle Forever. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm about another video. Before I get into that video, I want to remind everyone that I leave a link to a different playlist in every description box. Take the time to click on those links, run the views up, run the thumbs up, run the comments up. And if you feel the need to share the playlist, feel free to share the playlist. Today I'm about another video. Today I'm sharing my thoughts on massive brawl breaks out at Montgomery Riverfront after several white people attacked black men over boat dock space. Now, before I get into the video and share my thoughts, I want to say one thing. I am not racist in whatsoever. I was adopted by a white lady. Her mom was black. Her dad was pure white. She was the most hood lady I ever seen in the hood to be so hood and white. I just want to get out of the way before I share my thought because I got a lot to say about this. I got a lot to say about this fight here, man. So this is what happened. A boat pulled into the dock in a spot that was marked off for the Montgomery Riverboat to park at the dock. And the security guy said something, noticed it, said something about it, went untied it. You know what I mean? Went untied for them to move it. And that's when one of the guys on the boat, one of the white guys on the boat, came to confront the dock worker. And they had words. I wish someone could have been closer than what it was. See, all the videos from a distance away. I wish someone was up close where we could hear the audio of the exchange of words between the dock worker, the black dock worker, and the white guy approaching him from the boat. That the black guy the black dock worker had untied. And they had words and everything. One thing led to another. They had words going back and forth to the words. And the first thing I noticed how the white guy just steady scratches his nuts. Like I'm like, I wouldn't want to fight you. You scratching your nuts too much right here in front of me. You know what I mean? And the argument continued. They had a bit back and forth. And one of the white guy's friends from the boat came up and swung on the black guy, the security guy. He stopped, threw his hat in his air. That's when they attacked him more. That's when he attacked back. The black guy went attacking back. Next thing you know, he fell on the ground and while defending himself. That's when more white people from the boat ran up attacking him. Now, mind you, all this being recorded from different angles. Is another boat approaching the dock. All of them recorded it and so forth and so forth. People all around the edges. There's so many angles, but all the angles haven't been uploaded as of yet. And they got the black guy, the dock work security on the ground, beat him up, 4 white people, even though female with a pink dress on came in, hit him, punch him as well. That's when other black people trying to run it up. One guy ran downstairs. He trying to break it up. The first guy swings on him. One of the white guys swings on him. You know what I mean? So now he involved. He's still trying to break it up. I'd have been throwing hands. Forget trying to break it up. I'd have been throwing hands. You know? And then the fight get more than hand. People coming out of everywhere. Black men, black women coming out of everywhere just to help out this one dock worker, the black dock worker that just got jumped by a mob of white people. They all jumping in, fight him, help him fight. He get off the ground, he help himself fight. Still having word with people as they walk around, but yet keeping up the ones that started it, the white people that started it, where they all can fight more. And everything as it calms down, the white people get back on their boat, the black guys still want to fight. You know what I mean? Follow to the boat, and they got a whole squad behind us, like some real goons came up there with the hood licking dreads, the tats everywhere. Came to the boat to confront the white guy just standing there. You can tell they ain't want to fight now. But the guy still punched him. When the black guy still throw the first punch, just set it back off. Then they all fight again. The lady, she moves to the back of the boat. Guess like she on the phone trying to call the police. But I really wish we could hear the audio. I really want to hear the exchange of words and all this. I really want to hear the choices of words that they were choosing to use because you're not going to be in my face arguing with me like that. Like, give me my arm reach. You get past this here, it's a problem. Give me my arm reach. We having words, you ain't getting past my arm reach. You ain't cutting this off. I got to have my reach. I need my reach. No matter what. I need my reach. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere while they fighting back and forth, because the boat fight, a couple of black dudes swung a couple of white dudes standing in front of the boat. That led to a bigger fight, get them off the boat, get the white guys off the boat, got them on land again on the dock. Get it to him, just get it to him. Females come running up, Everybody came ran there just to defend that one brother, that one black man. And it shows somebody swim from another boat to the dock to help out. Kind of found out that was a 16-year-old. He's known as a hero. A 6-year-old jumped in to help his coworker. He was a worker too at the dock. He jumped in the water, swam to the dock to help his coworker. He got involved, so he's known as a hero. However, his parents won't give him permission to do any interviews about the situation. Unfortunately, that was my child going to get that fame, man. Want to get that fame. You know what I mean? And some way the fight goes on, you see another black man come up with a folded chair that went to going to work. Like it turned into a WWE match where put the smackdown down with a chair. You know what I mean? And then everything's still getting out of hand. Before you know, the police arrive, arrest people. You don't see everybody get arrested, but everybody that's on the boat with the white people got arrested. A couple of black guys got arrested as well. It was just an all overall good thing to see. To be honest with you, it was just an all over good thing to see. I mean, black people actually came together. Let me say that one more time for those in the back. Black people actually came together to help one black person fight. That what was so impressive about the whole situation to me. Seeing all the people come to that one black dude rescue, so they're standing there, letting him get this beat down by a mob of white people. They came to his defense and fight. That's the most unity I have seen ever in my 43 years of being alive. Actually, I'm 42. In my 42 years of being alive, that's the most unity I have ever seen in the black community. That what made me surprised. I'm sitting there looking on Instagram like, yeah, get him. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it really felt good to see everybody come together without putting guns, without putting out weapons. Even the white people didn't pull no weapons. That felt good to see. And then when the police, and when the police came, first thing that came out my house, they finna shoot first, ask a question later. But yeah, guess what? The police didn't fire not one shot. That would make it even more historic, more of a historic moment right there. All the police came, white and black officers came, and nobody pulled the trigger. Nobody pulled a firearm. Nobody. So I get the police. I give the police their props for that, because that goes to show that there are some cops out here that knows how to handle a high-profile situation that was without reaching for their gun first. Because that was another cop on the scene. They probably pulled the trigger. They probably came out there shooting. And 9 times out of 10, you already know the black people. They probably came with the mindset that black people was in the wrong, that the black people attacked the white mob for no reason when it was the other way around. So I guarantee it probably played out a whole nother way. Luckily it did. Luckily it did. The police didn't pull no guns. Come on, Lord, man. They finna start shooting. And luckily, they did not start shooting. Everyone was, a lot of people was arrested. I don't know who all was arrested. I do know the black guy with the chair. They wanted to ask him some questions. I guess he turned himself in, and later through a GoFundMe raised over $300K to help him get out of jail. But don't know if any of that went towards his bond or not. The guy that swam across the water to the boat, to the loaded dock, was a 6-year-old minor. He's getting all the praise and glory for his part. Unfortunately, his parents wouldn't let him do the interview. I would let him do that interview, get him that spoken. That probably could earn him a full ride to college. You never know what kind of reward he could get for doing that. And I believe a rapper, I can't remember the rapper name. A rapper spoke out saying that she'll pay everybody a bond that was locked up for this situation. That was a good thing. So a lot of good came out of it, and it led to a lot of memes on Facebook, on Instagram. It also gonna be known as a historic moment. The day that black people finally came together to stand for something. Like to stand for something positive. Like everybody ran to help their brother out. Didn't know if Adam Eve. Some knew him, some didn't. But people talking in interviews and these little videos they been posting that he was a well-known person in the community and very good person to know. So if you didn't know him, you was considered nobody in that area. I also want to point out that this fight took place in a part of Montgomery where they kept slaves back in the day. They kept slaves back in the day for trade and sale. And that could have been white people mentality. Like, who is this black person saying something to me? You know what I mean? Like they're the city where they known for keeping slaves back in the day to trade and sell. You know, so imagine in a city like that what goes on. Cause I know I did time in Florida prison. I did 2.5 years in Florida prison, and Florida had me 45 minutes from Dothan, Alabama borderline. Yes, 45 minutes from Dothan, Alabama borderline incarcerated. Everything I seen on TV was from Dothan, Alabama. All the commercials, Dothan, Alabama. So I done heard a lot of the racist jokes. I done heard a lot of the racist rumors that there's a speed limit sign somewhere in that area that says regular speed limit for whites and 85 or better for blacks. You know, I heard there's a statue shows a black slave running from a white slave owner with the slave owner got a gun, a whip, and his dogs chasing him. You know what I mean? So I done heard a lot of rumors, so you know, ain't no telling what goes on these neck of the woods, these small towns and whatnot. There's no telling what going on in these small towns. You know, and I can imagine how they feel being in a community like that where there's nowhere white people auction off slaves, black slaves, trade and sold black slaves. So you never know what their mentality is. A lot of those cities like that, they still live up to that mentality that black people are slaves. They still have that same kind of mentality. And it's just sad. It's just sad that you know that you can't even defend something without it going left. You know what I mean? It didn't have to lead into a fight. It did not have to lead to a fight. It did not have to get that far. But you know, as we all know, every race has ignorant people. Every race, black, white, Haitian, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, Mexican, etc., etc., etc. Every race has ignorant people. And this is the opportunity we got to see ignorant white folks learn a valuable lesson. Black people, we are not our ancestors. Our ancestors probably just stood there, back down, took that beat down. No. This new millennial, this new generation, we fight back. We fight back. We have everything that the white folks have access to. Guns, knives, friends, etc., etc., etc. We have access to everything you have access to. But we're not just going to sit there and take any kind of abuse. Those days are over. Those years are over. I just want to share my thoughts on that. For my shout out video the last Sunday in August, tell me in the comments how you feel about this whole situation. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on it? Without looking at the videos, all the videos of what everybody's saying, look at that one video that D.L. Hewley posts, and what is your thoughts? Because everything I was saying is based on that one video that D.L. Hewley made. And I give you my shout out video the last Sunday in August. If you like my thoughts on this, remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Make sure you turn on post notifications that we be notified every time I upload a video. I do leave a link to a different playlist in every description box. Take the time to click on those links, run the views up, run the thumbs up, run the comments up. And if you feel the need to share the playlist, feel free to share the playlist.